IPE WU Explains. Key concepts defined by students. Brought to you by the Institute for International Political Economy at the Vienna University of Economics.
Today, I'll show you how I shorted the stock of Wirecard. I felt that something was fishy about Wirecard back in 2020, that it was overvalued. So I borrowed 100 shares of Wirecard stock from a lender in January when the stock was trading at around $150 a share, with the agreement of returning those shares 6 months later. For that, I had to pay a small commission of $100. I immediately sold those stocks at stock value, so at roughly $15,000. Now, as I just said, I sold something I had only borrowed, so I had to buy back another 100 shares of Wirecard at some point in the next months. When I did so in June 2020, when the stock traded at only $1 a share, I had to pay just $100 for those 100 shares. I then returned the 100 shares that were now almost worthless to my lender. Therefore, I made a profit of almost $14,800 and took his girlfriend and his bathrobe.
Three days later.
How does short-selling stocks work? This is Paul. He's searching in the internet for high-priced products. He finds out that designer belts are very high in price right now. But eventually, that will change. That sparks an idea in him. He calls up a friend who owns such belt to meet up with him. As they meet up, he asks his friend to borrow the belt from him and to return it in like 6 weeks or so. He then proceeds to sell the belt, but the prices are still very high. Now he can make $950 just from the sale. After that, he just waits for the prices to drop and to buy a new belt. Finally, after receiving the package, he contacts his friend to return the new belt instead of the borrowed one. So what's the outcome? At the end of the day, he made a whopping $450 profit. And that's how it works in the stock market too. Lend a stock and sell it when the price is high, buy a new one when the price drops and return it. Hi, I'm an investor and today I will give you an insight into the concept of short selling. Okay, let's go. The first step of this concept is to borrow shares. Step 2 is to sell them at the current price. Step 3 is to wait for the stock to drop. Tick tock, tick tock. Step 4 is to buy them back at a lower price. So, if the stock falls, I'm a happy investor because I made a profit. But if it rises, I can make a big loss. Uh-oh.